Good morning, cyber traders. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome back. Exciting day. SNCI. My God, what a beautiful, beautiful run. Stock is up about 200 points in the past week. Hopefully, some of you, I know it was expensive and even got a hell of a lot more expensive. But this is, we trade a lot of small cap stocks. We trade a lot of, sometimes we trade an expensive stock, very rarely. But when you get an opportunity, when a company comes out and says, hey, we're going to plan on beating earnings, and they sure did. Sure enough, we saw that stock go from 350 all the way to about 450. Everyone had an opportunity to jump in there right around that 380 price range. We had that big pop. And look at today. What a great runner. Well, you know what the story is. Buy on rumors, sell on news. So anyway, listen, and don't worry about it. We get stocks like this all the time. If it wasn't the Bitcoin stocks, all the Mara or all the AI stocks like Nvidia and AMD, they're going to be there every day. So that's the beauty of it. But anyway, a lot better stocks out there we're going to focus on, a lot more within our range. But before we do that, quick announcement. Don't forget today, Benzinga, 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock. We got a 2-hour event that's going on. If you haven't registered so far, you could take your phone. You can scan the QR code if you're on social media. Everyone here in the Cyber Group room, there's the link up on the top. Just to remind all of you, we are not doing it in the Cyber Group room. We're going to be doing this in a Zoom room. So you have to register, and we're looking forward to have Benzinga on here because we haven't had them all a while. They're going to go over the great features, how to use their platform. And when we trade here at Cyber Trade University, there's only 2 big platforms we use. It's more of knowing how to use level 3, level 4, which we're going to talk about, and also how to follow the news. And there's no better time to learn news than earnings week because there's a lot of earnings coming out. We post that earnings announcement up on our Instagram and our social media. Please make sure you follow us, ring the bell, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're on social media, because these are things, if you're doing this as a business, we want you to succeed because this is the biggest failure rate, is not knowing how to play the game. So look forward to seeing you there today. Let's get right into some of the stocks. But before we do that, let's talk about some of the things that did move yesterday, because we did have a couple of nice little movers yesterday, which I want to cover. LCID was absolutely fabulous. What a great, inexpensive runner. Look at this gorgeous little moving stock right here. It started right around $2.70. Very inexpensive. 1,000 shares, 30 minutes, stock runs all the way to 335. And you're talking about a 50-cent move right there. 1,000 shares, 50 cents, $500 a day. You're done in 30 minutes. $100,000 a year salary at the end of the year. This is why we like trading in expensive stocks. Less risk, high reward, which by the way, we all know that name, right? It's funny, that car company is actually up the block from me. Pretty cool car, but it ain't Tesla, I can tell you that, all right? Anyway, that was another one very inexpensive, nice move. A couple other ones. 4C was also really, really nice too. We were trading 4C back in December. A lot of you remember it was $1. Stock ran all the way to $8 in 3 days. You can go back and check our previous X. You could go check our Instagram. You check all of them. We were trading the stock last couple of days back in December. Obviously, it was a short squeeze. I kind of figured. Hey, nothing goes up 800% in 3 days without being a short squeeze. And sure enough, did come all the way down to 4. Yesterday was a really nice move. Now, remember, it is a pharmaceutical stock. So maybe whatever they came out was pretty good because it didn't come down that much, because it did go back up, back down to 4, went right back to that big resistance at 8, which is basically called kryptonite, and then came back down. But what a nice little trend, inexpensive stock. You had all day to jump into the stock. It was pretty cool right there. A couple other stocks that also did well yesterday, for some of you that did not join us yesterday. UPST was also a nice little mover, a little bit more on the expensive side. Stock was up back in July. Actually, August 1st got destroyed. But it did pretty well, which is, once again, this is the problem we do with expensive stocks. Look, what's crazy about this? Look how long, a short of a period of time it took to go from 30 all the way to 70, and look how quick it came down. Remember, we always say the motto here at Cyber Trade University is whatever goes up comes down twice as fast. And if that doesn't explain it, I don't know what else would. But anyway, forget about what happened in August. What happened yesterday was pretty good. Nice little afternoon runner, 32 to 34. Not as nice as the other ones, were a lot cheaper, but that's what it was. SoFi also was very good early in the morning. That stock's been moving pretty well. SoFi also very nice and expensive stock. and it was very tradable. And already traded about 2.5 million shares. I might throw that on the watch list. RVSN, another very good stock. Nice little push right here. It just has not stopped. I didn't buy too many shares of it. I only bought 100 shares on that stock. I'm up about $900 on that. The SOMI was my big winner right now. I'm up about 20,000 on that one right there. But those have really been the two stocks that I've been holding as a swing trade. Remember, and a lot of people here, I want you to keep in mind, we just don't day trade. We do swing trade here at Cybertrade University. And I'm going to repeat this because I get a lot of people like, I don't really like what you're doing, Fausto. Day trading seems pretty fast. Listen, if you want to be a good swing trader, damn, if you want to be a good options trader, you have to learn how to day trade first, because you'll never know what stocks to day trade, or swing trade, because what happens over the course of the day, what trickles into a swing trade. So that is the tip of the day. And that's why Traders Talk, one of our biggest events of the week, and having Benzingi here. So please, if you have not registered yet, click on that link, get registered. And, because remember, you got to learn before you can earn. Let's go through some of the stocks that I'm moving this morning, because there are a couple of stocks that are doing pretty well. Let me open up my screen here and bring up our fabulous NASDAQ Bookviewer. And this is our telltale screen where all the orders are. Now, by the way, if you don't know how to get it, if you have not got Bookviewer yet and you want to know, you could always email me. I'll be happy to tell you where to get it. There's my link in the cyber group room. Once again, let me put it in my social media. So if you guys want to know how to get level 4, there's my email right there. Just take it down and just send me an email. All right. So anyway, let's go see what's going on. So we got SoFi up here, and let me look at what's happened over here on the floor. So we got a 15,000 share buyer. By the way, Mara's taking a big crap this morning. I know Josh ain't going to be happy. And I'm not going to be happy, because that means that coin's going down. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Coin is up on the day? That's weird. It's not down too much, but Mara's down. Mara really came down pretty hard right now, just all of a sudden. Anyway, we'll look at it. It was fun. We traded the last couple of days, but we'll come back to that. Let's go hop over on SoFi. SOFI. So SoFi, not really going anywhere. It's kind of flat. You got 137,000 on the sell side versus 60,000 on the buy side. Not a big fan of that. But the stocks I probably want to look at is this one, which is the big one here. It's moving. So this one right here, PXLW. So this one right here, it's got a big buyer that showed up right here for, let me bring it up here, PXLW. There we go. So right here, we got some really big orders. I want to point out this big buyer right here at $1.50 for 66,000. So there's a very big iceberg order out there, and there's another smaller one over here, 197. But you could see that it's been holding there at that 150 right around here early on. So that, we're about 40 cents away. It's pretty much out of the way. But stock traded for 4 million shares in pre-market. It's the biggest percentage gainer. It's up about 27%. Not terrible. A lot of these stocks that I found that were moving up early this morning are starting to back off, like ITRM. It was moving pretty decent around 8 o'clock this morning and then started crapping out. Now, for some reason, it is holding here. Okay. Now, just because it's down does not mean we can't we can't trade it. So got a 13,000 share buyer right there at, I got the wrong thing here. I need orders. I got the wrong one. I got total shares. I don't want to see total. I want to see orders. There we go. There we go. So there we go. So we got the orders. Now we can see we got 13,000 share at $2, and then we got 9,000 over here at 142. So it looks like $2 got some big support levels right there. ITRM. So we're going to keep an eye on that one. We'll put that on our watch list. But this one is moving up really, really nicely. And what is this stock? This is the one I did the swing trade on. So this one is still, you know what? It just hasn't backed off yet. It's crazy. RVSN. Now, if you were in the swing trade where we've been watching it right around $6, you're looking pretty good on that trade. You know what I mean? So the issue with this one is this, and we talk about this in the trading room. Unless you're one of our advanced traders that have been with us for a while, you got to be careful because it does have a very big spread. And remember, I know we have a lot of students that are starting to join us here at Cybertrade University. And if you're new here, or if you watch some of our videos on social media, you know some of the things we always tell you about is that 50% of the reason people lose money is they trade things that are not tradable. And unless you're in a category 4 range, what we teach you, which I'll talk about in phase 3 today, because I know a lot of you know we have class today right after this. That's something you got to look out for. But this RVSN, it just has not backed off, and it just had a nice little pop. I'm excited about it, you know, because working pretty good on the swing trade. I don't know if I would day trade it though. Okay, that's the thing. Mott's got crushed, $14 stock, all the way down to $1. She's up at 18%. She's on a downtrend, Mott's. Any big orders out there? Yeah, I got about 18,000 versus 68,000 on the offer. I'm going to pass on that one. These are things that you need to understand when it comes in today's market. ICCM, 8,000 shares. This one is actually the second biggest active stock trading today, ICCM. So got 23,000 share buyer at $1.30. A lot of cheap stocks today, right? ICCM. All right, I'm going to 11. All right, we're going to pass on that. Anything that got crushed here? This one came down pretty hard. Not really seeing any big brand name stocks. By the way, I would keep an eye on Tesla. Tesla is getting a lot of news. It could be a swing trade now. Everyone heard about the news that Tesla just did? Anybody been watching? I didn't even listen. Tesla is just not about their cars. Okay. They just came out. They did the first implant computer chip in someone's brain to help somebody be able to walk again. You know, people people lost their legs or can't feel their legs anymore. Tesla just put the first chip in someone's brain, and it got FDA approval. Let me tell you, if that really does work and it does happen, this could change everything. You know, from Alzheimer's to anything, or people like losing, people getting paralyzed. So let's see how that works. But Tesla, I think, got a lot of news because of that. Very great news. All right. So people getting strokes. You know, my father unfortunately passed away about 2 years ago, had a stroke, and was 3/4 paralyzed and never got it back. But my God, if that technology is there, I mean, there's a lot of good hope for a lot of us. So I would keep a close eye on Tesla on that. Great news. Anyway, Save is moving up. So Save is getting crushed, and we know about the whole thing that they lost their deal of the buyout with some judge threw a wrench in and broke it up with JetBlue. But Save look like it has a little bit of a push here. Let's keep an eye on Save. Any big news on it? Save's been a good stock for day trading. We did pretty well on that. Not really seeing too many orders out there as of right now, but let's put Save on that watch list. GM came out with their earnings. GM obviously did really well. It's kind of flat. GM has been a pretty decent swing trade. It's getting close to this resistance levels. Level 4, when we trade, it's not always the greatest on this one. So you can see it right there. Not a lot of orders on GM right there. And what else we got? We're at 6%. Any stocks that got destroyed? Always love the stocks that get beat up because sometimes you do a bottom fish. That's about it. All right. We got a pretty decent list. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 stocks. So we'll go out there. We'll share these 7 stocks, and then we'll put it out there. All right. Anything else, everyone? Anything else? Samuel says, got a couple of them been moving up in pre-market right now on AAOI. Yeah, that's moving up pretty good, but the spread's pretty ugly. It's not moving too great, Samuel. So I'm not too super excited about that one. I saw that earlier. And then you're bringing up the BFRG. You know, same thing. It's kind of flat. Volume's way too light on that one. How about anybody here on social media? Anybody else want to see anything out there? I don't know if anybody out there is. I know we got a bunch of people that are watching right now. All right, so let's get ready for the market open up. I don't see anybody else has any watch lists. So let's get ready for the market. Don't forget, click on that link. Okay, remember, Traders Talk. We have Benzinga that's coming on. Really exciting. You want to know how we use it? Please register. It's going to be on Zoom, not in the cyber group room, which we're going to get everyone here on social media come to join us too. We have classes going to start at 3 o'clock. I mean, we got 9:30 and 3. So we got a really busy schedule today. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. This is all the biggest days you have to work. This is the biggest times when we learn, and make sure you're there. So guys, let's get ready for the market open up. Good luck and happy trading. All right, everyone. We'll see you in about 15 minutes when the market starts.